All right, looks like we are live. Welcome to eCom Underground Daily. My name is Brian Bowman, and I am uh, here live sharing some e-commerce tips or strategies or tactics, whatever it is that is working right now, sharing it with this amazing community, sharing it with you. I do this every day. I hop on for about 5 to 10 minutes. So if you have not been on these before, just know that these are going to be short to the point. And what I'm going to start doing now, starting today, is really some actionable steps because we're going to be talking about Facebook ads, and I really want you guys to start moving on this. We're seeing some really cool results by being very strategic about how we do this. So I am monitoring here if any questions come in, and I'm going to turn the volume down. Sweet. All right, I got Liren on here. Awesome. How you doing? Okay, guys. So we've talked about message before and the importance of having message. If you got the right message, you're most of the way there. One of the exercises I always work with, or I always do with my clients, is having them go through this exercise of understanding the pain or the pleasure associated with their product or service. When you understand this, you get at the heart of what people really want to read in your copy. So here, I'm going to grab a book real quick. This is by far one of the best copywriting books like ever. Eugene Schwartz, Breakthrough Advertising. There is a line here that I have quoted many, many times, and I just want to bring up to you again. If you want to grab a copy of this, I highly recommend it. And here it is. The power, the force, the overwhelming urge to own that makes advertising work comes from the market itself and not from the copy. This is very key. Copy cannot create desire for a product. It can only take the hopes, dreams, fears, and desires that already exist in the hearts of millions of people and focus those already existing desires onto a particular product. This is the copywriter's task, not to create the mass desire, but to channel and direct it. So, sounds really poetic. What does it have to do with your thing that you're selling? What it has to do is your copy is not going to create desire. You're not going to write such great copy that someone's going to go, man, you know what? I really need this thing. It's going to take something that's already existing inside of them, and it's going to draw it out. Okay? To do that, you have to go through this exercise. A couple weeks back, just look through some of these lives. It was one of the original ones. I talked about the message and understanding your message and your positioning and all that. All right, so let's say you've got that squared away. Now you've got to start advertising. Facebook, hands down, is where I would have anybody start. It is by far the most user-friendly platform, and your buyer is on Facebook. Now, full disclosure, this is not going to be one of these things where you just start running an ad and it just works. In fact, right now, I'm running an ad for a new client, and well, I'm not running it where it's a done with you kind of program where it's more coaching, and we're starting to test an ad. It's not converting. Totally normal. Like I would expect that. But it's going to be through a process of refining it strategically, not just throwing money at it and let's see what happens and then quit and then tell everybody that, oh, Facebook doesn't work. We're not doing that because it does convert, but there is a system. And we're going to be talking about that. But before we can do that, we got to get you up and started. I got to get you running ads. So this is going to be the challenge for today. I want you to create a Facebook ad. So we're going to do it really simply. I have a crash course I created. I gotta find it. Maybe I'll post the link when I figure it out. It's a 15-minute crash course. Get your first ad up and running in Facebook in 15 minutes. I'll post it down here when I have to go back through the tons of videos and everything else I have, and I'll find the link and I'll post it. But that's what I want you to do. So if you're just tuning in and you want to tune out, I want you to go create a Facebook ad because I want to just get the process started. I'm going to be talking a lot about Facebook ads going forward, and specifically for e-commerce sellers, because there's a little bit of a different strategy we have to take in our images and our copy and our storytelling. So first thing is go create an ad. To do that, you're going to have to go, we'll do Business Manager later. For right now, you should have you're going to need a page for your brand. At the very least, just a simple page for your brand is all you need so that you can run a Facebook ad from that. So if you have Sam's Choice water bottles, then start a page for Sam's Choice, and that's what you're going to run your ads from. Don't worry about how many likes you have on the page, none of that. Just start a Facebook page. That's what you're going to use. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to create a campaign for likes. You're not going to do conversions yet. So you're going to do a simple like campaign and push people to your product. I don't care where you sell. Hopefully you have a funnel or Shopify set up, because I really would like you, if we're going to start driving traffic and paying for it, I'd really like you getting the pixel and you getting the retargeting audience and you getting the email and you getting the sale, then driving it to Amazon. But if we're going to drive it to Amazon, that's fine. At this point, we're going to start with a really low budget, $5 a day. This is all about getting you to take that step, because I just want you to take action on this, because you're going to open up a huge like floodgate now of a whole this other side of your business that you're going to be able to leverage, and we're going to start planting the foundation and the seeds now. So you can send it off wherever you want, $5 a day budget, and let's choose like if you sell water bottle, so if you sell camping water bottles, let's target down to people who like camping, and let's keep it to the more granular we can get, to maybe get it to about 500,000 people in your audience. I'm assuming this is you have no list, you have no emails, you have nothing. You have no pixel, you don't even know what a pixel is. We're going bare bones here, just moving the ball forward. That's like the big thing we want. Narrow down your audience, your interest targeting, and when I post the video, it'll make more sense. Narrow down your interest targeting to about 500,000. Let's just start running some clicks, and let's see if we can just get people to click. Let's just get the ball moving forward. That's really what I want. That's my big takeaway. My big call to action for you today is for you to start really getting comfortable with Facebook. I know a lot of you are running it. You've run it in the past. It hasn't worked. But the big thing for today is 101. We got to move the ball forward. Now, hopefully, you've done some research with the message part. If you haven't, please go check out the video, some of the original videos from the eCom Underground dailies, where I talk about refining your message, because that's going to make your copy so much easier. When you're trying to figure out, like, I don't know, how do I sell my product in an ad? You're already dead in the water. When you're able to, again, like I quoted at the beginning of this video, when you're able to pull out the desires that are already in, the hopes, dreams, desires, fears that are already in your potential prospect, and put them onto your product. They already have those. You're not creating the emotions, you're pulling the emotions off from there onto your product. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. So you're not creating thirst, you're showing them how your bottle quenches their thirst. They already have the thirst, right? And each product will be different, each product will have a different message, but you have to consider that. So just go ahead, let's get some clicks going, let's get some data. It might be really bad data, but let's get the ball rolling and kind of start a dialogue on that. I want you guys asking questions in the group. I really want to start getting the ball rolling on this, because there is so much potential there. And the more people I've worked with, because it's interesting when you see it in one niche, you're like, okay, wow, this works. Like, we can actually kind of systematize this and create a formula. Then you see it in 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 niches. And then you start working with, other people, clients, whatever, and you start seeing it working across the board. That's when you realize, like, and I truly believe this, you have a moral obligation to share this. And that's why I get on here. I get on here to share what I know is going to help your business. So there it is, simple call to action. Go get your Facebook ad started. I will dig up the crash course. I'll post it down here for you guys so you can use it as a reference. But let's just get this thing going. And if you know anyone else in your circle, other groups, your friends, other sellers who could benefit from this, because we're going to be kind of going down a little bit of a Facebook ads journey for e-commerce sellers, tell them to go to joinecomunderground.com, right down there. Have them come into our community. We are growing. We're growing quickly, and it's just going to get better. We're just going to grow faster, and we're going to be really where I want to take you. I'll kind of give you a vision. Where I want to take the group is to a place where we can talk about Facebook to funnels, Amazon to Shopify, where it's a place where we can talk about marketing, product strategy. We can talk about driving traffic, increasing conversions, and like I said, over and over, I keep seeing Facebook perform well for us, so I really want to introduce you to that. For those of you who've been doing it, awesome. Let's go back to it. Actually, that'd be great, because then you can help the group. You can contribute. For those of you who are brand new, don't worry, you're in the right place, and we're going to get it going. Cool. So I don't see any questions. I read my buyer gift notes to get ideas for what people buy. So Ricardo, by the way, you guys, Ricardo, I'm just going to call you out because Ricardo has been one of the guys who's been so vocal about cutting the umbilical cord from Amazon. And I just want to congratulate you, man. You've posted some awesome screenshots. I know you're going through the process of understanding how to really do this. And yes, it's a little more work, but he's a perfect example of somebody who understands the value of it. And this is like, it's perfect. Like this is what you need to be doing. And Ricardo gets it. So my hat's off to you, man. It's awesome. Like exactly. And then the more you dig into it, you start finding some really creative ways to start identifying what people are going to buy, who your customers are. And there is a process to this, but it all starts with the first step. And that's really what I'm challenging you to do today. So I want you to take action and start, this process of building your own sandbox. I know a lot of you posted, and what prompted me so passionately to talk about this today is a lot of you posted, I have a Shopify store, but I'm not getting any traffic. It's a ghost town in there. We're going to change that. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm talking about this, is I want to help change that for you. So let's do it. Take action. If you know anyone else who could use this message, who could use this in their business, tell them to go to joinecomunderground.com. I always get that wrong. Joinecomunderground.com. And I would love to welcome them. I know all of us would love to welcome them into the group. If you have questions about this live, post them either down here or create a new thread and post them in the group. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.